Okay, so today's finally here. It's the first day of my pre-launch. What's a pre-launch, you ask? Well, I'm going to tell you the story of how SueB Zimmerman became the Instagram gal and launched her product, Insta Results, to the world. So let's go. So my first business was when I was 13 years old. I was hand painting barrettes and selling them at recess. And this is the poster that I used to sell them. Fast forward into college. Here I am as a young 18-year-old. I've always been a visual learner, and I always got excited about color, aesthetics, images, and photos. And by the way, Instagram should have been my invention, but it wasn't. I got my degree from Simmons College in nutrition, but the job that I was offered had fallen through, so I did what I love, which at the time was hand painting clothing. So I moved to Virginia Beach. I started my first business called Color Me. I was hand painting clothing, and yes, each one of my business cards was hand colored, and that led into a $1 million business called Boxer Rebellion, and I was the vice president of sales. We were selling boxer shorts across the country and had licenses with Disney and The Little Mermaid, and we did really well. $1 million in sales, and I was only 22 years old. And it gave me the confidence and self-esteem to do what I always wanted to do and to follow my passion. So that business I sold to my partner. I moved back to Boston. I decided to start a family, and of course, being the entrepreneur I am, I always felt like I had to be working. So I set up a art class in my house and named it From the Heart. I taught kids 4.5 and older how to do art using recycled products. A lot of them I got at the Wellesley dump, because we have an amazing dump where you can find things and use them to upsell them. So I use that in my classes. And then I got a little bored. I need something else to do, because that's how my entrepreneurial brain always was working. So I seized the opportunity to work with a dear friend of mine, Stuart Cohen from Peppers in Annapolis, and create this amazing line of Beetlebug shirts. Remember back in the day, the Beetlebug? Well, the Punch Buggy and the Happy Bug were hot, and I was in the throes of it, making a lot of money, having fun doing it. But then that trend died, needed to move on. I got involved with Jibbits, which, as you know, are the little doodads that went in the Crocs, and I helped them create different designs for all the shoes that were going into the Crocs. I did a little consulting, and I was actually a sales manager for New England, along with a couple other people. And then, because I was always moving and shaking, seizing opportunities, my girlfriend and I decided to start a business using a double-sided tape called treasure tape. Here we are as caricatures, and this tape was actually toupee tape. Yep, toupee tape. And we used it to, here's some samples of the tape. We used it to embellish photos so they would come to life. These are my twins on the cover of Scrapbook and Beyond. And here's my daughter, who is now 21. She'd probably kill me if she sees us. And we would embellish these photos and bring them to life. So I knew back then that I had such a passion for photos, and they were always my most prized possession. And this was back about 8 years ago. I was on QVC featuring this amazing tape and bringing it to life. So I realized that I wanted my own brand and to do my own thing. So I started a company called SueB.Do, which is my seasonal store on Cape Cod, and it's where I learned to be a social media rock star. Now, if you're going to bring people in the door at your store, you have to know how to do that, right? Well, I embraced Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Foursquare, and then guess what? My adorable twins, they were on Instagram. And I was curious what it was, because I'm curious about anything new social media. So I needed to find out how to use Instagram to grow my business. And the results was getting people into the door at my store. Check out Buck Hollywood. If you don't know Buck Hollywood, follow him on YouTube. He's a hoot. And I got people in the door, and the sales at my business on the Cape increased over 40%. Pretty cool, huh? So I want to tell you that this never would have happened if it wasn't for my tribe. Seth Godin, you know Seth Godin, he's amazing. You need a tribe of people to help you along the way. I never would have gotten here if it weren't for the people I'm going to show you. So let me get my other printouts. I'll be right back. Okay, here I am. So first and foremost, I need to thank Tori Johnson. Now, she has shifted significantly since this picture, but I didn't have time to print out a new one. Tori has been my personal inspiration for growing my brand, SueB.Do, and thinking bigger. She's the author of this best-selling book, The Shift, and if you haven't read it, you definitely want to get your hands on it. It's an amazing book about her weight loss journey. But more than that, it's just an inspirational book that I enjoyed reading, mainly because I know Tori so well now. But I have been with Tori at her conferences for the past 2.5, 3 years, and through Tori, I have met amazing people I want to give a shout out to. Coach Jen Lee, the go-to gal. Amanda Steinberg, owner of The Daily Worth and has become a dear friend of mine. The amazing Erica Diamond, blogger, Women on the Fence, and oh so much more. And Tina Wells, the owner of Buzz Marketing Group. And Cindy Morrison, Social Vention. She's awesome. So here I am. I was never on the stage. I never thought I could be on the stage. The thought of being on the stage speaking was not where I was heading, but Tori gave me the opportunity to get on the stage. So when Tori said get on the stage, I listened. So here I am having a really good time at one of her Spark and Hustle conferences. I did breakout groups with amazing women and really connected with them, teaching them how to connect their social media buttons, get a hashtag on, learn Instagram, of course, right? And I was having so much fun at Spark and Hustle, Instagramming my experience along the way. And then I realized from a very dear friend of mine, Rena Hedeman, and Rena is a life coach. She told me about Experts Academy. I never heard of Experts Academy. Brendan Bouchard, what is it? So what it is a conference that I went to where other people who wanted to become experts launch their message to the world and share it. It's this conference where people go so that they can learn how to do that. So I went. This was back in May, 5 months ago. And when I was there in line at Starbucks, I met my dear friend Ryan Gromfin, who is the owner of the Restaurant Boss. We just did a Google Hangout. Check it out on YouTube. We had a lot of fun. He teaches restaurants how to be more efficient and run more effectively. When I was at Experts Academy, the first thing I saw was this breakthroughs are sexy, get shit done. I love these guys because that's what I'm all about, getting shit done, not sweating the small stuff, just making it happen, moving forward, not worrying about what other people think about me, but just do it. And one of my big mentors, friends, and quite frankly, the person who helped me with this launch, and I never would have been able to do this launch if it wasn't for my friend John Cummings. John Cummings is a life coach. He's the owner of Barefoot and Rich, and he has this product line called the Product Rocket Launcher, and he knew how to do launches, so I actually reached out to John, and he has helped me along the way because let me tell you something, launching online is so much work. It's hard, but I'm loving it, and I love where it's taking me and all the fabulous people I'm meeting. So huge shout out to my friend Derry from London, the strategy man. I got to meet people from amazing places. I even got to connect with my friend Gina Nolan, who was on Baywatch. You may know her. She battled thyroid illness and now has a book called Beautiful Inside and Out, and you might want to check that out. She's doing really well with that. And one of the people that I met at Experts Academy who really gave me the confidence I needed to get my message out there in with this Instagram space was Don Crowther. He's mentored me in so many ways and has given me the time, taught me what I need to know, and really, I really appreciate who he is and what he's done. I have even met some experts. You may recognize Maston Kipp, the owner of The Daily Love, and he gives you a daily dose of love in your email. Check it out, sign up, The Daily Love. I met the amazing Thrive doctors, Kimberly and Mario, who are trying to teach the world the art and science of thriving. Beautiful people. You should meet them. Check them out online. And then Monica, my dear friend, founder of The Next Level. She is a personal development coach and really gets your mind set to the right place. Plus, she's a lot of fun. And soon after I got to Experts Academy, I met Becky. She is the owner of this, the author of this amazing book, Arousing the Bi-Curious. She's a speaker, writer, coach, and persuasive communicator. Lots of fun. Great people I met at Experts. I just had the best time. And if you don't know about Experts Academy, you definitely want to check that out, especially if you want to share your message with the world. Okay, so it wasn't just Experts Academy that got me here. I have to say, I dug deep into any online learning that I could tackle, and I want to give a huge shout out to Marie Forleo. If you don't know who Marie is and you have any DNA of a business mind or an entrepreneurial mindset, this is the place for you. It's called B School, and I learned more through Marie B School than I did 4 years of college. Now, granted, I was studying nutrition, not business, but still great place to learn. And the reason I signed up for B School, I signed up through the affiliate link so that I could meet the one and only rock star YouTube guru, James Wedmore. James and I connected at a mastermind he ran out in California, and because of James, I understood what I needed to do to become an expert online. James said, Sue, write a #1 ebook, do a boot camp, get it going, get your message out there, see what people are saying, what they're thinking. So guess what I did? I listened to James. I wrote a #1 ebook called Instagram Basics for Your Business. So proud and excited that it's #1. And after doing that and doing my boot camp, I got the attention from some other B schoolers, and I met Robin and Tracy, who have a similar business to B School, but it's for jewelry designers. They did a webinar with me and interviewed me and just kind of got me on their map and into their network, and then I met more people. And then I met the amazing Mike and Robin, who own this online marketing strategy company, and they asked me to be part of their teleseminar. So I started saying yes to any and every opportunity, every blog, every interview. I was even featured on Michael Stelzner's podcast, Social Media Examiner, and just really having a lot of fun sharing what I know about Instagram with the world. I spoke at conferences such as this amazing Live Your Legacy Summit with my dear friends Dana Lynch, Don Brolin, again, Rena Hedeman, and I met some other amazing experts, all at Live Your Legacy Summit. I even met Justin Klosky, who is the organizer master and efficiency guru. He taught me how to get all my photos on my computer totally organized and how to keep them organized. And I recently met Kate Northrup, who's amazing. She is the author of this new book she wrote, Money, a Love Story. It's really well written, and I recommend it, especially if you struggle with anything, your financial money space. So these are all the experts that I met, but let me talk about some others that have helped me along the way as well. So my business coach, mentor, and honestly, my little book crush, I have to tell you, I listen to Michael Port in my ear on Audible, and I have his Book Yourself Solid, the new version, the illustrated version, and this. But his mindset of how to find and only work with red carpet clients is exactly how I've always lived my life. And because of him, I now have this amazing person to go to with all my ideas and inspirations, and he is just so amazing. This picture and how relaxed he is with my friend Dana Lynch and Don Doherty is exactly how he is in person. He's such a great guy. And then most recently, I met my favorite online expert, and I say favorite because I feel like what I'm doing with Instagram, the blueprint of what I'm doing, came from other experts of understanding how they do what they do. And Melanie Duncan, by far, is the one expert out there with her Power of Pinning course who is just spot on with everything she delivers in her branding, in her messaging, and in her courses. And I can say that my course is awesome, but it's not quite at the level that she's at. But she told me, chill, Sue, it took me 18 months to get here, and you're only 5 months in. So I'm going to get there, I promise you. But for now, it's Melanie and her husband, Devin, and their amazing online Edge Academy Facebook group that is really a source of inspiration and information. They produce amazing training videos that, again, have helped me learn to become who I am. So if you want to learn how to use Instagram to get more clients and grow your business, I would love for you to sign up so that you can get Insta results. And when you do, you will be getting these amazing bonuses. I have a bonus with Mari Smith, who I met in New York at a mastermind. I have a bonus with the one and only James Wedmore, who I talked about already. And, of course, my coach, Michael Port. So there's really good bonuses in this. And I'm not even going to give away the price because I'm going to do that in a webinar, but it's really affordable. And I just want to say that I thank you so much for listening. This little message, me in the box, was taken in Brimfield. I just love that box. I'm like, can I get in? It took me a long time to fit into that box, but I did. So anyway, this is a snapshot of my entrepreneurial journey. There were 16 businesses in there, and I just highlighted some of them. But I want you to understand this, that I have spent my whole life on a journey doing what I love, loving what I do, enjoying the ride, learning from other experts, embracing what came my way, and really having a ton of fun and a lot of confidence to know that I can share what I love with the world, and that you will all hopefully become Insta awesome rock stars using Instagram to grow your business. There's a few things I forgot in my video that I absolutely have to add. Just to let you know, this is my Instagram account online, and there's my handsome husband. Got to read my favorite quote. Being an entrepreneur is neither a part-time or full-time job. It's a lifestyle, right? You got to love this lifestyle. I am scrolling through my account because I absolutely have to give shout outs to people that I forgot in the video. Well, I didn't forget. There's just so much information in there, right? But I really want to show my appreciation to Robbie and Joanna, who came all the way from California, all the way from Connecticut, drove to my house on the Cape, and shot my professional videos that you all are going to witness online through my sales sequence. But the most important person in this whole process for me, and it would not have existed if it was not for my assistant, Morgan Sutton. Morgan is a senior at GW studying systems engineer, and she has been my backbone for the past 2 years with my business, but specifically with this Insta Result launch. Without Morgan, I would not be able to launch. She just gets me, understands the business, and is having so much fun teaching it with me to the world. So a huge shout out to her, scrolling through my Instagram to inspire you so that you will understand how incredibly, insanely powerful this Instagram platform is. So get to it. Get on Instagram and start following me. I'm at SueB Zimmerman. I can't wait to meet you.